Hello, welcome to this week's video on tarot combinations. We are looking at tarot combinations with the Wand family. We've got this beautiful card, the Six of Wands. You can see on the screen I've got a major and minor card, and that's how we work. We work with pairs, so separating your deck into 22 major arcana and the 56 minor arcana. It's something different, I know, for those of you that haven't watched this before. If you separate your deck, you will get so much more out of it and always add more cards. That's one of the secrets of what we do to show you how you can put all the pieces of the puzzle together. The Hangman fused with the Clarity card, the Six of Wands. Now, we're going to keep the Six of Wands all night because that's the card we're studying. Six of Wands, what can it mean? As you can see on the right there, I've put a key word for you. It can mean promotion. Many meanings, but to keep things simple, we want to be able to work out how to put something together. So we start with the word promotion for the Six of Wands. So if somebody asks about a job and are they going to do well in that? Yeah, you can see promotions coming along for them. Or you might see that they have recognition. Now, the Hanged Man, waiting, period of sacrifice sometimes, seeing things from a different perspective. Keyword for that major arcana card is going to be perspective. I'm going to keep changing the major arcana card and show you how to read the Six of Wands. Let's say that you are looking at a perspective of wanting something badly, and you're looking for something that you want in life very badly, and you want that recognition. Recognition, perspective. Maybe your perspective needs to change. Depends on the question. Always good to have a question. It's not easy when people say, oh, just give me a couple of cards or give me a general. And you think, oh, crikey, what am I going to say? Tell them that you would prefer that they ask you a question. So let's say the one that everybody asks is about love. Somebody's saying, oh, I'm looking for love. Am I always going to be on my own? You can tell me. It's fine. I just want to know. Half of the time, you need to look at your spread. So the Hangman can be one of those cards that you want to say opposite, which just means stop, do nothing, or you've had a sacrifice and now you're going to get recognition for that. It could be. But as I was saying, it's good to actually tell people how you work. I'll thank you for it. And you might say, I have mentioned this before, that they are looking at you and going, okay, you're the psychic, you're the reader, you should be able to tell me. And you need to actually just say, actually, that's not how it works. That's more televised or on films, or you may have seen that at certain fairs. And no, majority of card readers are reading cards and they're interpreting it for you. And so it's good to get a question. So let's say that they're asking about love. Put more cards out. Work with pairs. There's two big tips that I'm giving you. The more cards you've got out, the more you can actually fit the pieces of the puzzle together. And I don't mean 3 or 4. Most inspiring readers that I ever went to would actually, they get me to shuffle the cards, and I'm going back to the mid-80s, early 90s. You'd hand them back, and then they would begin to put out the cards. Some used a huge pyramid and masses and masses of cards. Never at any events did I ever see someone using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I had people that worked for me that said, I could talk about one card all day. But that was somebody that was clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, and an empath, and a medium as well. And she was able to get that from anything, absolutely anything. And that's probably the exception to most people, although it does exist, is what I'm saying. People say, I want to use my intuition. Of course you do. But if you've got something solid and you feel that you have a system and that you feel that you have an understanding of what your cards are telling you, and I'll say their interpretation rather than their meanings, because If you learn the meanings, then you want to actually work with the feelings, and then feelings or emotions, your feelings. What do you feel about it? What do you feel? And what do you feel when you are looking at that card and you're thinking about a certain question? If somebody's just trying to see how good you are, it can make you very nervous, it can make you agitated, and it can make you want to run for the hills. And then it becomes like, I don't feel I'm very good at this, and this is a responsibility. Yeah, it is a responsibility because, yes, they are going to actually take notice of what you say. And you might say, oh gosh, I'm just learning and all the rest of it. But 9 times out of 10, people are going to remember what you say. And I know that's pressure, but that's why we need to actually learn it properly. Why not learn one word for a card and get it, and then decide what it is you're going to use for that card, and then only move on when you feel comfortable. So perspective. Look at this as if you stand on your head with the hangman, you are going to see the world very differently because you're upside down. So your perspective is different. Now, what does perspective mean? Let's say that we've said somebody's asking about love, and it's what's your perspective on it? What do you mean? Look, I'm getting perspective here and recognition from that. It's, I believe, in traditional relationships, okay? So you're going to be recognized as somebody that's quite serious, that you are looking in life to have a special person, and that you're flexible with that, but in actual fact, you're quite traditional in that. What's your perspective? Not that, oh, I don't mind, and something casual is fine, that's what they said, blah, blah, blah. They don't mean that. They're not coming to you for a reading to hear that, because they don't mean that at all. If they did, they'd just go off and do it. They'd have the confidence to actually have that self-belief to be able to believe in that. Recognition. How can you be recognized for your perspective? Quite simply, recognition is people are seeing that you are standing just like that figure is riding on the horse in an upright way, where you carry yourself. It actually oozes the fact that this is somebody that knows what they want, and they're quite comfortable in their own skin, and they don't need to follow the crowd. They're quite independent, right? Perspective. Look at things differently. Oh, I really want a special person. Okay. Why is that special person not in your life? Probably because that person has maybe been given out the situation of either being a little bit desperate, or they might have actually been someone that's saying, oh, I don't mind anything casual. And people will smell or feel or taste or perceive or get gut feelings. That person doesn't mean that at all. All right. So when they come to you, quite often people are asking for a general. And yeah, they may be testing you, or maybe they don't want to interfere with the reading, as in what would be said to me if I didn't actually ask. And what I mean by that is, yes, it could be about testing you, but 9 times out of 10, it could be that they really don't want to dictate the way the reading is going to go. And maybe they should be paying attention to what the universe has got for them and not coming up with their own agendas. Or they have so many things they want to ask that really there's no order of priority, because it all feels very much like that. So it's very rare that you get somebody that's genuinely going, but they wouldn't waste the money or their time unless it's somebody that's in competition with you. So the recognition for that, achievement, perspective, the achievement of that, people, if you look at things from a different perspective, you will achieve things, because again, you will get to be that figure in the card, which is the one that's riding the horse, is saying, I've achieved things, okay? And you've waited for this. Don't forget, the hangman is a card of waiting. Another key word for the 6 of Wands is success. Success in looking at things from a different angle, seeing things, being still, being very sure of yourself. The hangman is going within yourself. It's looking at things differently. You're influenced by Neptune. Neptune, of course, one of those kind of, I don't know, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Be still until you actually know that you do deserve success, and it will happen. How do we know that? Because wands are happenings. happenstances. They are things that you actualize that make happen, that lead, in this case, the Six of Wands is victory. Another word for the Six of Wands, of course, is triumph. Don't worry if this is going too fast for you. I just want to move on to another major card, but just give you the key words here I've chosen tonight to be able to say. A hangman having different perspective. You will triumph in life. You've got to know yourself well. Being sure of yourself is because you know yourself. You can only know yourself because you don't surround yourself with too many people and you get to know yourself. If you've got the right perspective and the right mindset and you're going within yourself, you are in a position to be in it, to win it. Justice. Okay, so let's go for justice. Keyword I've chosen just to do our tutorials is quite simply partnerships. Okay, justice means many things: balance, law, order, but it does relate to our partnerships and relationships. Not the romantic kind, but also including the romantic kind. Partnerships, as in with friends, with family, with committees, with our social group, our family, and in love relationships or friendships or business, whatever. If you get this better, it'll be about balance, of course, justice is that, or trying to keep balance. In this case, it would be about balance because you've got a positive card on the right. Will I gain the balance? Will everything be fair in this partnership? Yes. And you might come out on top more than the other person because you're winning it. And yeah, you're going to be ahead of others. So any partnerships at the moment, if this was an out position, you'd be winning it. Quite simply, Six of Wands is an incredibly positive card, which is so nice. And yeah, in partnerships, you'll triumph. Somebody could be asking and saying, will I have a successful relationship? And it's yes, victory is yours. You will. How? We'd need to look at more cards, or you'd need to actually look at the fact that in partnerships, you've got to take the lead. How do you know? Why would I say that? There's not a court card there, but you've got action. So action's down to that card on the right. If that card on the right is about the person having the reading, it's that person will have the victory, i.e. the leadership, or they'll achieve great things, great successes in partnerships, whether it's work or whether it's romantic kind. Remember, I'm covering all bases. And yes, they will achieve partnerships and relationships. Partnerships, and yes, you will achieve a decent relationship. Will I? Will it be okay? Will everything be as I want it to be? And it's, do you ever think I'll get married is one of the questions people ask, or, that I'll be in a serious relationship. Yes. Can you see why? Look at that word on the right. In partnerships, you will get recognition. How do we recognize a partnership? There's some sort of verbal contract going on between two people, or some sort of legal contract, which could be they share a property together, they get married in a registrar office, or they get married and they go through. It would be legal, which again is a contract. Partnerships covers everything, marriage contracts, but in a partnership, it will be recognized. So one of the ways that things are recognized is by the justice card, the legal system, of course. Can you see where that's coming in? So if somebody asked, will I be in a successful relationship? Yes, you will, recognized. Or will I be okay in my career? Partnerships in your careers lead to promotion. Promotion might lead to partnerships. We don't know. But it's balanced. And that Six of Wands is just a yes card. Yes, because you're taking action. Yes, because you're coming out on top of other people in a way that's either promoting you, recognizing you, giving you victory, giving you success. Brilliant. Saying yes, and I think that's because you're getting what I'm saying. Temperance can be one of those cards that people find difficult to read. Temperance card. Okay. Do you know that it can mean food and drink? Okay. Temperance is a card it works in conjunction. It works in conjunction with Sagittarius. So any Sagittarians, that's a card for Sagittarius. I tell you an awful lot. So if you're a Sagittarius watching, just look at that. 6 of Wands. You're finding the right mix and you're promoting yourself. What else can it mean? Finding the right mix. Okay, quite simply, the blend of being 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the water. 1 foot on land representing being grounded, 1 foot in the water, in touch with your emotions. Mixing and blending with the 2 cups there. Yes, we're talking about emotions, but mixing and blending, it's a bit like when you're cooking, you're actually adding another element to make, when you cook, you fuse, it's chemistry, isn't it? You're putting this, that, that's why they call it domestic science, of course, but you're putting things together in order to create something more that's tempered. Mixing and blending, absolutely. Mixing and blending. It's also a card, so if it's mixing and blending what? People. As well as anything, absolutely anything. And because Temperance is in conjunction with the 9th house Sagittarius, it's about long distance travel. Great way to remember this. Look at the angel there. There is a lot of different thoughts who that angel is, irrelevant. Look at my previous tutorial on that if you want to look at that. The wings, aeroplane, flight. Okay, so long distance. So this isn't a short journey. So this might be somebody's asking about relationship. What do we get if we're looking at long distance travel? They may be from a different country. They may be from a different culture, maybe a different religion. Okay, but it's mixed. It's mixed cultures. It's long distance travel. Remember I said, think about, look at pouring. Who pours things for you? Waiters. So this is the industry that we're looking at that has things to do with food and drink, hospitality. What can we think of that does that? Restaurants, bed and breakfast, hotel. And you're thinking, what's that? You might be reading to someone where you can actually see that they're going to go far in their career and get promoted. They would do really well in the hospitality industry. So if this is a career question, it's that. If we're looking at the fact that this is somebody that's asking about relationships, finding the right person, finding the right mix, coming from a different background to what you used to, and it's going to really work. And you're going with the word promotion. Doesn't have to be the word promotion, but it means it's good. It means it's working. It means there's success. Finding the right mix in your relationship, you're getting recognized for it. People will recognize both of you are an item. Or finding the right mix in your career, you will get that recognition. Mixing and blending, being in harmony, long distance. If you know a key word, I would actually say, go back over my tutorials because I've given you the answers to that. Look at the major arcana cards that relate to certain astrological signs. Emperor, Aries, okay? And so on. Hierophant, Taurus, Lovers, Gemini, Chariot, Cancer. And it goes on, Strength card, Leo, and Hermit, Virgo, and I'm going to miss people out, I know. Scorpio, we've got the Death card, and Sagittarius, we've got the Temperance card, and then we go into Capricorn, and we've got the Devil card, and then we go into Aquarius, and we've got the Star card, and then we go into Pisces, and we've got the Moon. I think that covers them all. If I've missed one out, my apologies. It's not because I don't know, it's because I'm trying to talk to you about so many different things. Know your major card's astrological sign. Why? Who are you reading for? First question, what is your star sign or your astrological sign or your sun sign, whatever they want to say? And they might go, oh, I'm a Scorpio and I've got an Aquarius rising and I have my moon in Sagittarius. and I identify more with this or that, and you go, thank you very much, but you pay attention to them as their sun sign, and then you pick them out. What else would you have? In the minor arcana, we haven't got there as in yet with the court cards, you would have the Page of Wands. You go looking in your spread, more than 3 cards, and I'm telling you that every week now, put more cards out, and you look, have I got Page of Wands out? And it's a Temperance card out. Now, if you use my system, the Temperance card will definitely be out. We don't know. We put, because I use 22 major arcana cards, and we put a pair by using a minor arcana card. And so that means you're going to get 22 major cards, 22 minor cards. By putting them together, like you're seeing me do, you are getting a clarifying card telling you, is it action? Is it emotion? When it's wands, it's action. When it's emotions, it's cups. When it's thoughts or communication, you are looking for swords. When it's pentacles, things that are tangible, that's already materialized. Might say, oh, that's money. Can be. But it's more to do with what has already happened or already materialized, that they've manifested. They might be asking about a relationship, and the pentacles come up for Sagittarius, Temperance. Means they're in one. They've already got a relationship going on. And what kind of relationship? Now, you said it was romantic. You need to ask questions. And they go, oh, you should be telling me this. You are not a magician. You are not. That responsibility is not yours. You are quite able to say, quite simply, I'm looking what's happening. I don't read your mind when you're here for a short period of time. I can look at your cards for you. I want you to look at your relationship. And they'll say, yes, I'm a Sagittarius. They are Capricorn. And so you go look at it. They told you that Capricorn, you look for the Devil card. They told you Sagittarius, you're looking for Temperance. So you look at the Sagittarius and you go, okay, things are really good for you. You're being recognized because you've got that 6 of Wands. So with our Sagittarius, we say, yes, you're achieving what you want. You've found the right mix for you. That's wonderful. I'm going to put that up in a second. So then you could say finding the right mix is bringing you great success in actions, not in your head, not in your thoughts. You haven't done it yet. We haven't got a pentacle. We've not even touched the pentacles yet. But it's looking at that suit and going, are they in communication about this? Are they thinking about this? In which case it's swords. Are they emotionally, I want, or I'm scared of, or I fear it, this, that, that's emotions, that's the cups. That will tell you where they are with their emotions. And so if you put lots of cards out, you can tell whether this is something they want or fear, because it's a cup, or that it's something they're doing, rightly or wrongly, in what stage of their journey they're in. And in this case, 6 of Wands, they're doing really well, they're succeeding. And they've got victories. And Pentacles means they've already got it. Might be 5 of Pentacles, you know? Yeah, I'm being excluded. I'm feeling poor me. I'm looking at who are my true friends. That's what 5 of Pentacles means. Ace of Pentacles means you've already got a brand new start going really well for you. Now, you've got to build on that. You've got to make it happen. It's not just a spark. It's you've already got going the first stage of the journey and you are now building. Okay, I'm going to put your lovely comments up. Passionate Saggy, she did a reading for a friend today, and using the spread allowed you to delve more by using the houses and sun signs. And that's because I know for a fact, because we have a little mini chat about the fact that Passionate Saggy progressed from my intermediate course into the advanced. So yes, and take your time, it's new. And you can go along and go, hang on a minute, I'm going to look at your relationships by going to the 7th house. Hang on a minute, you're asking about someone from abroad. I'm going into long distance travel here, the 9th house. Straight away, you've got it out in front of you. Oh, can you tell me about me? Certainly. Let's look at the position of your physical self, your emotional self, your intellectual self, the spiritual self, where you are now, what's going on, what's an obstacle in your life, let's call it that. What's happened in the past, what's coming for you, and what we can change if you're not happy with what's coming for you, because that's something that sits at the top of the reading where we can see, hold on a minute, there's some influences here that if you carry on as you are, it's looking like this, but we can get it changed. And then we've got what they have got to face in the future that cannot get changed. So we can look at them and all of that. We can also look at them as in, this person's a Sagittarius. So we go to the house of Sagittarius. Then we look for the minor card and say, hold on a minute. Is the minor card out for Sagittarius, which would be Page of Wands? No, it's not come out. Okay, so we haven't got that. And so can you see? And they might go, can you tell me a little bit about this person is Capricorn? You go looking for this card. So then Sagittarius asks about the Capricorn. So now let's get one word for Capricorn. We know there's loads of meanings, but we can only do so much, and we want to keep it pure and simple to help you. So let's say, oh, the Capricorn's a bit materialistic. Yeah, but also materialism is something that's already happening. It's materialized, all right? They might say, what do you think of this relationship? 6 of Wands. Straight away, you've only got to look at that card. It looks positive. Yeah? This relationship's going to move on from where it is with the Capricorn. Is that what they want? No, that's what they're going to do. Yeah? They are going to take action to make it work, to promote this relationship to be better, because they're manifesting it. Oh, how do I know they're going to do that? Wand. How do we know it's good? 6 of Wands. How do we know we're talking about a Capricorn? The Devil card. Yeah? We could look at it as in, do you think they really like me? Absolutely. They recognize who you are. They think you're a successful person. So there's some sort of bond going on here. And let's just keep it nice and simple. The Devil card is physical, and or that goes with physical in a relationship, attraction, and physical relationship in action. This, if they're asking about the Capricorn, what do they want from this? They want to progress. Oh, do you think that they actually want a physical relationship with me? Yes. And is this looking good? How's it looking with them? You're going to achieve what you want with this person. Okay? Who's in control? That's hard to say, but looking at this, looks like Capricorn. If we were looking at the Temperance card, if both are out, it's probably equal. Okay? And of course, if you use my spread, they both would be out, but you would be looking at, did Temperance have a weaker card than the Capricorn? Did the Sagittarius, who's Temperance, get something that was, oh, I don't know, 5 of Cups? Yeah? Oh, I'm a bit disappointed with this. It's not really working for me. Yeah? So it was that. But if we look at the Capricorn, they're going for it. They're actually acting. They want to achieve something with you. So let's say that you've got a Capricorn boss. Do you think that my boss actually likes me? Do you think that they're going to promote me? Yes. So knowing that person's star sign, where to go in your major arcana. Don't worry too much about the minor. Start somewhere. There's only 12. Yeah? Take your time. You know your own. Okay? You know, how many, come on, you can help me here. How many people watching here are actually from the Wand family? So that's Aries, Leos. Got any Leos watching? Got any Aries watching? Have we got any Sagittarius watching? Just say yes in your comments, please. Yeah, because this is you. Have we got any Capricorns? Because that's what we've got on the screen. If so, you are learning a little bit about you. Particularly, I've talked about Sagittarius. We've brought that into the Devil card. So I mentioned Sagittarius stuff. She's Sagittarius, of course she is. She calls herself passionate Sagittarius. Do you remember the first time you came on passionate Sagittarius? Passionate Sagi. I didn't realise it was short for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, yay! Love fire signs. I put that on there. I don't really want to use that. I am looking for this. Sagittarius, who are Leos? It's about you now, all right? Have we got any Leos watching? We've got wonderful Sagittarius watching. Thank you. Any more Sagittarius? Do we have any Leos? Because we've got the Strength card. This is your major arcana, Leo. Look at her. Isn't it wonderful? Just like that beautiful think. You should know your own major arcana. So passionate Sagittarius, temperance should not be something that you neglect because it's yours. Okay? AU 7924K, please don't forget that temperance is your card. Long distance travel, higher learning, mixed cultures, maybe speaking different languages, mixing and blending, domestic science, creating things, hotel industry, all those things, long distance travel by air. Yeah? So people, talk Steve there. Oh, hi. Oh, wow. Yes, Queen of Cups. Leo, Moon and Sagittarius rising. Does that count? Yes. Yes. Queen of Cups. You're probably Scorpio, are you, my darling? Is that? Yeah. Leo, Moon. Me too. Sagittarius rising. Wow. Wow. Hi, Queen of Cups. Yes. It's Queen of Cups. Sagittarius. Scorpio. Because I'm looking at the screen. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Let's have a look here at the Strength card and make sure that we put up the keyword that I've got for it. Cancer. In my system, I'm a Cancerian too. So we've got two things in common, Queen of Cups. I'm also a Cancerian in my system. King of Cups is the mana card for Cancer. And Queen of Cups in my system is Scorpio. But it's lovely. So we've got two things in common there, Queen of Cups. We are both Cancerian women. We both have Leo moons. Hello. So great to have you on, Queen of Cups. Thank you so much for saying hi. I really appreciate that and sharing that. Card for Cancer, we can do that one as well. Is the Chariot. Major Arcana is the Chariot. Any Leos watching, please say hi. Andre is a Leo, as in he's one of my moderators, but he is probably doing 1,000 things, making sure that everything is going the way that it should. Strength card, Leo. So now we've got two elements of, we've got two cards that's the element of fire. We've got Strength card, which is Leo. So if somebody's a Leo, we go straight to the Strength card. It will be out if you are using the advanced spread that I teach you. It will be out because it's 22 cards. So every card of the major arcana is out. Why? Why do we do that? So we can look at every area of your life. It's not a lottery of pull a card. This is what it's telling me. How is that going to help somebody that's got a crisis? I know that people do that. I'm thinking that's how it is. As I said to you, reading at the major shows, Olympia, Excel, London, Mind, Body and Spirit, down in Bournemouth, Hastings, Manchester, Birmingham, all those places that I've read for in the past. I never saw anyone pulling out a couple of cards. They had a whole spread out. And I'm saying they'd have a pyramid that started here and went up, up, up to the top of the screen like that. I don't know how many cards because they were overlapped. And they would just turn cards over. They would put back down and then turn them over one at a time. I'm just talking about certain people, different spreads, but they never use one or two or three, which is what we're seeing a lot, perhaps, on social media because it's quick and it's easy and we've all done it. And I'm not dissing it, but don't feel limited to that, because you're not going to get what you're looking for, and that's going to make you think you're no good at what you're doing, and you are. It's not that. It's perhaps learning the meanings of the cards. Nobody's shown you how to put it together. Nobody's shown you the spread. They go, oh, try this, try that, try the other. What do these 3 cards mean? Past, present, future. It's because people are on the move quickly on the social media. But any books, yes, they're trying to make it simple. They're not sitting here doing 2 one-hour tutorials with you on YouTube, and we're only halfway. Yeah, I won't finish 78 cards until we get to May, and I started Halloween last year. That tells you, and we're only just touching it. There's so much, but it's wonderful if you can keep learning and growing. What does this combination mean? If we've got a Leo, and the Leo's saying, am I going to be all right in my relationship? Have the courage, it will succeed. Am I going to be all right at work? Have the courage, it will succeed. Or am I going to be all right at work? Yes, have that courage, you will get your victory. And have that courage, you will triumph. Whatever that question is, it's pretty much the same. That's what that pair can mean, does mean. It's positive. They're 2 positive cards. And people say, what about reverse? Why would you read a reverse when you've got the clarifying card of the -2 telling you, number 1, what the background effect is, and number 2, what aspect or area of their life? Is it their thoughts? Is it their emotions? Is it their action? Or is it something that's already in their life, i.e. Pentacle, that's going right or going wrong? Yeah? So anybody, we don't want to leave out the other part. So the other fire element and major arcana cards, it's talking about fire because they've got the wands. We have the Emperors. I chose ambitions, many things, logic, ambitious, an entrepreneur. Just look at the figure in the card if you're stuck, not sitting there like I am, like this, straight back. Look at the Emperor, nothing to hide. And sitting there, ready for action. We can see the armor there. That person's ambitious. They're wearing a crown. There's some sort of reward for that. There's mountains in the background, challenges. We can see the ram on the actual seat, as in beside each of his hands, and we can see it on the corner above his head, representing Aries, ambitions, and 6 of Wands. This person is going to win in their ambitions, or they are in a position of, whatever the question is, triumph. That's why I say get your client to tell you what they want, and understand what I said earlier, that they are not comfortable going, I want to know about Mary Jane and down the lane and our new house and am I going to this and that, blah, 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 blah. Oh, actually, maybe I should have sat quiet and let the reading tell me what I should be focused on. That's a lot of the time where they do it. There's so much going on. It's so busy. They're going, maybe I need the perspective from the cards. That's okay. In which case, you're comfortable then to actually go with the cards are telling you to focus on your ambitions and the victory. Can you see what I'm saying? But you must take that responsibility for yourself so you are comfortable. But don't go on there if you don't do a reading for somebody and say you can do a reading and give them the answers to something if you are still experimenting. If you're experimenting or you're just doing, let's do a reading, I'm not qualified, I want to see people give me feedback. It's experience for you. As long as they know that, that's absolutely fine, and just go, look, I might get this wrong. They're fine. But not someone where you're going, oh, sorry, I know you thought that I was a professional reader, but no, I'm practicing, because they're going to go, and you're just saying that I really felt very uncomfortable and that you were holding back on something that you didn't want to tell me. They see your nerves as you don't want to reveal it to them. And you cannot undo that. And people go, no, no, genuinely, I just didn't know. And I go, and people will go on about that. I had a client today, and she said to me, do you know what, Anne-Marie? My daughter worked with somebody that did the cards. And what he told me was, when my mum dies, my brother will go within 24 hours. You don't want to say anything like that. She hasn't forgotten that. And her daughter's in her 40s, and this was her first job or whatever you call it. Yikes. What could I say to that? I went, oh, really? Gosh, let's hope not. Can you see that? Absolutely not. I don't know where I'd look for something like that in the cards. I don't want to know. It's not what we do, not what we should be doing. Ambitions, they will achieve. Ambitions about what? Having a house, having a business. Do you see? Irrelevant. These are such positive cards, but you don't want to say, oh, your ambitions, and you're going to achieve them. You want them to ask a question. Ah, no good. No, we do not predict births, pregnancies, deaths, that. But you see what I'm saying? That came up today. She's talking about 20 odd years ago. And she's not forgotten it. He didn't charge. Yeah? And she's, can you look at my mum and see if she's all right? And I said, I know. I do not do that. And she went, she'll be all right. And it's happy at the moment. I was looking at the Empress, and I can remember the card next to it. It was the 9 of Cups. And that's, we're seeing the 6th house. And I made that very clear. And I said to my Mrs. X, you're asking about your mum, you know I don't do health. I know what was said, but let me just tell you this. You're asking about mum. She's been very traumatized by this family thing that's happened. But let me just say to you, I've got the Empress and the 9 of Cups for you, and I've got it in the 6th house. And I said, let me just explain that to you. The Empress is your mum. 9 of Cups is, she's been wishing for this, and there's more to come, and it's good emotional vibes. But let me just say, the 6th house is saying this is daily, her routine, because the 6th house is our daily routine. It is the house of health, but no, we're not going there. But two very positive cards. And the nurturing that's going on with her mum. Good. Absolutely bang on, Queen of Cups. Absolutely. Absolutely. As you said, no. Oh, this is so lovely. Queen of Cups, it's so lovely to have you on. And anybody else that's watching. People say, oh, come on, do that. You're in control. No way. You're not doing health. I was looking in the house of health. I choose to go, no, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that when it comes to me, my family, or anything. I can't. I wouldn't want to. I don't do that. That's not what I'm there for. And if experiences tell me I've got to, then this is not for me. I won't do it anymore. Nobody's telling you that, of course. But if it was that you had to, I'd just go walk away. Because I don't agree with that, and it's just unethical. And I think that most people would actually say, oh, come on, I feel sorry for them. I need to tell them this. Nope. Nope. Because you can never take it back. They'll always remember it, like I told you with Mrs. X, okay? This is why when we do pairs, we can discuss a lot of everything. So ambitions and what this person is asking about, I've got ambitions to actually be the emperor. What does the emperor mean? Number 1, okay, it's running an enterprise, being the boss, being in charge, taking the lead. Don't forget, he's the daddy of the deck. Make what you want from that after what I've just said. Okay, fatherly image. And people say, oh, will I be a father? The Emperor's out, but you know what? It doesn't actually mean you'd be a dad, and I'm not at liberty to say such things, and I can't see such things. But I think that you've got this wonderful energy where people come to you without fatherly touch. Yes? 6 of Wands. Recognition. Recognizing the energy, that lovely stability that the Emperor gives. So that's our other fire sign, which, of course, 6 of Wands belongs to the element of fire. There are certain people that turn around and go into each minor card and what it's associated with astrologically. I don't. I do that with the court cards. Very exciting when we get to our pentacles. They're all exciting. So much to actually put together. And the difference and passionate, I can actually say that a couple of weeks ago, we've got comments. You can go back on the show and look and, oh, sometimes I'm my own worst critic. And yes, the client says this. Now it's, she's on fire. I did this, I did that. She's accepting that there's a system and that she's in the process of learning that, and that she can put it together, she can pause, she can look at her notes to the left. I don't mean a cheat sheet, a worksheet to go, hang on a minute, I'm in the process here of actually getting used to this. And while I'm doing this, should we say test reading or friend reading or tarot buddy, and I'm doing, and they know that, and they're crystal clear, and they wanted to go ahead and me do a practice reading with them to see how this was going and how they could ask something and how I could go, that's a great question, let me put it together, just that we are in here. So someone had a question and they said, okay, you know what, I really, let's say I say to you, I really want to go into this area where I've been coming from this direction and I'm steering it this way now. And this is what I want to do. I want to do the courses more. The courses are all video based. You can learn any part of the tarot. I've separated it for you. A, it doesn't cost you a fortune. B, you're not overwhelmed. I do give you a lot, by the way, and just the ones. And if you go onto my website, we've redone it all. All the courses are nice and fresh. I was going to make a video, but I am in the process of putting out a lot of promotional videos for shorts. Look out for me doing shorts, everybody. And every week you will get a short on your sun sign. That's you, Miss Queen of Cups, Cancer. Remember, in our system, it's King of Cups. Queen of Cups is the next person you'd be practicing on. Hey, wonderful. Now what we're going to do, okay, her minor arcana card is going to be King of Cups. Love the name Queen of Cups. And she's got, so what you can do, Queen of Cups, let me, bear with me, I want to bring this up. There you go. So that's your major arcana and mine. So keyword for Cancerian, major arcana, is we've chosen the word home. So passionate Sagittarius said, Queen of Cups is the next person she's practicing on. So Queen of Cups, be kind to passionate Sagittarius, give us some questions, give us some direction. It's not wrong to actually ask about specific areas of your life that you would like to know based on the current situation and the background effects that's going on. What does it look like? Am I going to, and I'm a Cancerian, so I'll share this one with you. Am I going to actually get what I want? And there's two things in mind. So I'm changing two big things in my life. I'm changing direction in the Chariot, which is home. Yeah. And I'm changing the direction of the readings. I'm going with both readings, I say, the courses and the readings together. And if I said, how's it going to go? Am I going to be able to move? Where you go. 6 of Wands is my answer. It's like an achiever, okay? And if I said, are these courses going to actually give me what I want, which is I want to be able to turn around and be back at the events, mind, body, and spirit. And instead of being a reader, just a case of giving people the information of how to be a reader. Because obviously I've run platforms with psychics, mediums, tarot readers, astrologers, etc. And yes, she will achieve it. Yeah? So it doesn't say when, and I am not giving my gems away as to that, as in you need to do the courses to find out when. There's several different systems, okay? several different systems. I'll help you a bit more with that kind of thing as we go along. And is it going to be what I want it to be, my next move? Yeah, it's going to go hand in hand. And Queen of Cups, as in, there's you. If you're asking about anything, you're winning. So can you see the Six of Wands? Whatever we put with her, it's a positive yes, isn't it? It's one of those cards. And it brings triumph. It brings victory. I want a new car. Let's say, I don't. I'm just saying that could be a question, couldn't it? I want a new car. Yeah? Is it going to work for me? Yeah. I've got a victory in a new car. I want to move house. Yeah? Yeah. Oh my word. Hello, Gloria B. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Gosh, it must be 3 or 4 years, Gloria. How are you? Passionate Sagittarius. Meet Gloria B. Wonderful Gloria B. Now, I can tell you, Gloria, aren't you a Leo? Are you a Leo? Are you? And then I think we used to, I remember Leo and I remember Capricorn. It is a long time no see. Hey, I am so pleased. It has been a long time. It's lovely to see you. You look beautiful. You're gorgeous. She's got to be a Leo. Look at that hair. Beautiful. It's gorgeous hair. There you go. Oh my gosh. It's so lovely. How are you doing? I hope you're really well. It's beautiful to see you. I love the fact that we can see your face. Oh, you used to just see a little symbol. I'm sure it was a lion. That's probably why I remembered it was Leo. So, yeah, it's a yes card. Six of Wands is a yes card. Yes, ma'am, I'm Leo's son. And how long has it been? Maybe 3 or 4 years? Yeah? But straight away, even without that, it was just a case of, if you look at Gloria's beautiful face, look at the lion's mane. Got to be Leo. Yeah? Look at mine. Moon. Your Venus is in Cancer. There you go then. So look, anything that you are wanting to nurture, that's of beauty, which is what Venus is all about, the nurture and what you find beautiful. What you find beautiful is what a Cancerian's image is, and that's being comfortable, home-like. Your Venus, you're probably looking for somebody that's very comfortable, that's very relaxed, that's very gentle, that makes you feel comfortable. Because don't forget that our moon is always what makes us comfortable, all right? Cancer is the moon. Now, we're talking about Venus here, so it's what we find beautiful, it's what we find, what we're attracted to. So you're attracted to somebody that's probably domesticated, because if it's in Cancer, and there's a comfortable, so he's a Cancer Venus and a Gemini Sun. How beautiful. Gemini Sun, that's lovely. Curiosity, very mercurial, all to do with communication. How lovely. He's a Cancer Venus. It's been so lovely to see you all. A lot of people watching on YouTube tonight. Very grateful. So yeah, we've talked a little bit tonight about the element of fire, a little bit about water, a little bit about Venus. Understanding all of these things help you. Go onto the website. Natal chart on there is for free. Find out what your moon is. Find out what Gloria's talking about, the Venus, the Mars. Find out about you. Because if you find out about you, then tie it in and go, how do I find Venus in my cards? Empress. Okay, how do I find Mars? The Tower. All start to connect. So when somebody says, does he find me beautiful? Go straight to the Empress. And then you can deliver honest answers with empathy, professionalism, and compassion. Might be something. I think that this is something that you need to enjoy for a while and not take too seriously if it's a negative answer or something like that. So you're giving it to them to go, enjoy it. I'm going to stop being fun, leave it. And if they go, no, what's happening? this person's very distracted, so you've got a lot of swords around her. They're thinking a lot, but I'm not sure they're going to do much about it. There's ways of doing it, all right, without sugarcoating it in a way that you're not telling them exactly as it is. Rather than say, oh no, I never see them coming back. Just say, in this particular spread, and I can go up to a year for you in the spread, I cannot, at this point in time, see in the spread anything that could answer that. That doesn't mean it's not there after this 12-month spread. Okay? When would you be able to see the next month? Once another month has passed, because the spread I do will give you a forecast for 12 months. See? So there's something there about one of the systems of how to do timelines in tarot. Oh my goodness, I've talked and talked. What fun it's been. So nice. And so those were the key words for the beautiful Six of Wands. So Thursday, please join me at 5 UK time, where we'll be doing our tutorial, where I will go through everything I can share that's of interest when reading the card. Next one, which is the Seven of Wands. Till next time, please do have a great week, and thank you for your company. It's been absolutely wonderful. Bye for now.